noise for Robert Glasper. I want to say a special welcome back to the Blue Note staff. Do not forget to tip your waiters, your waitresses, your bartenders. We all getting back up, and it's a pleasure to be back at the Blue Note tonight. Make some noise for the staff.
That's Justin Tyson. That's Bernard Travis. That's Jahi Sundance. Bridget Kelly.
And this is Robert Glasper.
Of course, Dave Chappelle, ladies and gentlemen. My brother. We'll tell them now. Fuck it. You already said it the other night. We can just tell them the real shit now.
So in July, I'll be hosting the Blue Note Festival with your headliner, Robert Glasper.
In Napa.
In Napa, that's right.
Yeah, see, there's a plane involved. Y'all got, yeah. It was here. She was like, hey.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, it is in Napa.
Small detail.
Get ready to have your pinky out, gang. We're gonna drink a lot of wine.
It's gonna go up for sale soon, but it's gonna be July 30th and 31st. And we got a lot of other amazing bands, other artists.
We'll be screening my documentary that Robert Glasper scored.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, let's go.
Exactly. So it's just gonna be crazy. So literally, y'all are the second batch to hear this. We weren't supposed to say shit, but fuck it, we're saying it now.
It's gonna be music and jokes. It's gonna be bitches there. It's gonna be a party. It's gonna be a party. Sorry about that, little fella. Don't mess with those young ladies. Don't call what I call them. This is another of a kid saying, "Don't smoke, nigga. No matter how cool you look." That is not a Newport lady, I heard that. So lady crying, all you do is smoke this, there's not no goddamn Newport. Well, I've never. My God, Newport and the Blue Note. I'm sorry, Robert. It was all going so well when I showed up. I know.
Yeah, that's gonna be dope in July. So you'll see it soon.
It's a celebration.
Celebration. For sure.
For sure.
Absolutely.
Shout out to Trevor Noah in the house. Trevor, where you at?
Trevor. Absolutely.
One of the comedy OGs in the building.
Absolutely. Fuck yeah. I just did his show the other day. Did y'all see me on his show? That's the only reason why they sold out. I did your show, and I sold out, Trevor.
Use a ticket selling machine, motherfucker. You know, it's funny, me and Trevor were in the back, and Trevor was saying, you know, when I listen to jazz, he said, I hear your set. Because, you know, I pause and, you know, 16th notes and the whole shit. You know that shit y'all be doing. Something about comedy and music is very, very interconnected. Every comedian loves music, and every musician is somehow oddly funny.
Whether they know it or not.
Whether they know it or not. It's sad when they don't know it.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, man, there's something about this. I've been coming to Robert's show all weekend. It's like church for me. It just reminds me that everything's still good. Yeah, that art is still alive, and that something softens the edges of life. It is a pleasure to be here with you guys tonight. We have missed you so much. And since we're in the hallowed halls of jazz, the Blue Note, the legendary room, young man, how old are you, by the way? 13. 13? I'll go ahead and finish my singing. Go and get a little nigga. but relax, nigga. I didn't know you could handle this. I know, your son's 13.
Riley 13 years.
Robert Glasper's son.
What's up, Riley?
Drummer, beat maker extraordinaire. The talent is going from generation to generation in the Glasper household. I thought tonight, since we were all here, Robert, and I know you hate my request, play the theme to Roots. No, I'm just fucking with you. I'm fucking around. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. Come on, fellas, I'm fucking around. No, you know what I wanted to hear?
What key?
Man, how is she, man? She accused me of smoking Newports. I've never. Well, I'm fucking with you. It is Newports. So there you go. I was just mad that she guessed. Well, you cut it out. I'm playing with you. Now, I figured, like, before you go, now, you gotta remember, I don't know, a lot of musicians, they start, especially black musicians, playing in their church, maybe. But eventually they find jazz. Now, Robert, as you well know, is a virtuoso, as his band has proven in spades tonight. Well, these are virtuosos. For all the minutes we get to enjoy them, there's hours and hours of practice and pain that they endure just to be great enough to buy a ticket on a Sunday. So I was thinking, if you wouldn't mind flexing, since we're at the Blue Note, and I gotta tell you, ever tell my Blue Note story? I came here for the first time when I was 17. Dizzy Gillespie was headlining. Wow. It was his 75th birthday, and I smoked a joint with him in the dressing room. I was almost 18, but I didn't tell him that. John Lee, who still lives in Jersey, is my cousin. He played bass for Dizzy. Shout out to the bassists. Take notes, young man. If you're ever in a band, you might not want to play the bass. It's a lot of sacrifice in that instrument. You play the bass?
Yeah, he plays the bass.
Oh, wow. 13 plays the bass. Somebody masturbates. No, I'm kidding. Oh, come on, everybody, relax. They're serving out. I thought we were having a good time, guys. Relax. This is a jazz club. There is no wrong notes in here. I'm playing, by the way. You already know. Well, I'm having a good time. I will see you on YouTube tomorrow, sir. This is not going to go well. Dave Chappelle decimates a 13-year-old boy. You're masturbating in slow motion. He was only 13. Golly. What a powerful dream my life turned out to be. Everyone came to the Blue Note, but I'm just standing over this motherfucker's shoulder looking at the notes. Greatest seats in the house. Front row seats on life. I'll take them. I will take them. And now, I don't know if you want to do it. There's one, like, let's start with hard bop and then one drunk sing-along. But wait, I gotta get ready for that. Get me a tequila, please. And an yay-ho. And get this bass kid a scotch.
Make that two tequila. Two tequila shots.
Hey, what's your name, buddy?
Ikitaro Masuki.
Say it again.
Ikitaro Masuki.
Tiramisu? Like tiramisu to the dessert. But I said it all fucked up. Say it one more time.
Ikitaro.
Ikitaro Masuki.
Yes.
Ikitaro Matsuki. I said it. Is that a Japanese name?
Yeah.
Do you speak Japanese?
Yeah.
Okay, what am I saying right now? Atatakai kohi o kudasai.
Give me hot coffee.
That's right. That's right. I don't want hot coffee. I just go to Starbucks all over the world. With Miniku.
Where y'all from? I missed it. Where you from?
Well, his name's Japanese, but it sounds like he's from the Bronx. No, I'm just kidding. Where are you from, Japan?
Born in Japan.
Born in Japan.
Thank you for coming.
What is all these black people speaking Japanese around this place?
Arigato gozaimasu.
Man, this is wild.
I'm out here in the Japanese streets.
I know, man. I'm like, my goodness.
Yeah. Are you from Tokyo?
No.
Osaka?
No.
I'm gonna name like 13. I know. Where you from?
Yokohama.
Oh, Yokohama.
Oh, where my niggas is at. What are you talking about? I told you, Yokohama. Look at that. Yo. From Yokohama. Do you know how to say fried chicken in Japanese?
Fried chicken.
It's chicken tempura, smarty pants. That's good.
I had the best fried chicken. Some of the best fried chicken is in Japan.
I would say.
Hands down. No, seriously. It's, I forget what you call it. It's in Karage. Karage. I love it so much. It's amazing. It's my favorite.
Your mind is blown, isn't it? You're a young jazz musician. You get to see Robert Glasper, and they were just talking shop, fried chicken, the regular shit. That's what they was talking about in the dressing room. He's like, you think musicians talk about music all the time? Yeah, would you like to? Yeah, you see it. In the house tonight. You want me to do it?
You should do that shit.
Yes, sir. Okay.
You should do that.
In the house tonight is a dear friend of both of ours. He's a master poet. He's featured prominently in the documentary I did because it was during the era of George Floyd. He summed up the way a lot of people felt in the spoken word. Please welcome the Sufi poet, Amir Suleiman.
So check it out. While I was scoring Dave's documentary, I saw him on there. Hey. Oh. And I saw him on there, and I called him immediately, and he's the first thing you hear on Black Radio 3, his voice. We're in tune.
How are you, my brother?
Now we guys are making it weird. Oh, look at that. Oh. Black love, that's right.
That's what the whole thing is about.
We don't have to do that. Let's make something up on the spot.
And you know I like that.
Okay. Okay, we're gonna make up something right now.
Let me figure out the chords.
Okay, got it. She said no pressure. It's all the pressure.
There's never pressure, is there?
Okay. Especially since I'm a super cool. Get it. There's been something that has been on my mind the last few days, and I started to try to put together a poem about it, but I haven't been able to complete it. But maybe I was just waiting for this moment right now to make it work. Okay. You will be someone's ancestor. Act accordingly.
No pressure. I'm fucking around. I'm sorry.
Dave on the island. I'm trying to.
That part blew me away. You're gonna be so handsome. I'm sitting over here drinking and smoking and shit like, will you cut it out?
I mean, this is a big dream. I have Dave as a hype man on my poem. This is not many people in the world could ever say that. This is a special moment. Robert Glasper at the Blue Note with Dave Chappelle. Well, these are the types of moments that you will be someone's ancestor. Act accordingly. According to them, I wasn't to live past my teens, but I survived. Joke's on them. The Joker in me. I run Gotham City. You can't find me in the shadow or in the light. I'm in between the in-between. But know that death has already hopped on top of a swift horse and is making his way for my neck. And what's next is maybe what I expect, or maybe something else, a surprise. But what's for sure is I will be someone's ancestor. I must act accordingly. You will be someone's ancestor. Act accordingly. According to me, the transcendent, to be rise above the minutia and the detail, to rise above the salaries in retail, to rise above everything that he say, she say, the gossip, gumming up our minds. But when the mind is reminded that you will be someone's ancestor, to act accordingly, it clears the mystery and holds you accountable. For your granddaughter may stand against those weapons that will never be formed against her, and through gritted teeth will say, I am the daughter of so-and-so, therefore I shall not fail. That your grandson, surrounded by his enemies on the battlefield of life, may raise his weapon above his raised head and exclaim, I am the son of so-and-so. And that will be a point of inspiration for those with him and a warning of those who stand against him. You will be someone's ancestor, so act accordingly. So according to them, you should be more afraid than loving. You should be more anxiety-ridden and hopeful for a day that is not coming, and tomorrow is not coming. It's not coming. All there is today. I swear to God, by the time tomorrow gets here, it will have to change its shape and change its name, and you'll find yourself in the same place. And if you have any blame, you'll have to blame yourself. But if you find yourself, then remind yourself that you will be someone's ancestor. Act accordingly. According to them, you're not operating according to the plan. If you think that perhaps that you may love more than you fear, that you may hate more than you fear, that you may hope more than you fear, it is nearly that time. The clock is ticking almost past 12. We won't turn into pumpkins or gremlins, will turn into ancestors. So act accordingly. And I've yet to learn the secret art of having peace at heart. I take the angst and the anger, transform it into a piece of art, and then I speak it and I share it, and the peace will depart to find its home in the warmth and in the space of the people's hearts. I will be someone's ancestor. I must act accordingly. And I can see me, the future me, many generations down the line, and me coming to me in a dream and whispering in the air that you can have everything, and you can be everything, and you can see everything, and I'm seeing me. And we're more than human beings, or if we understood that the human being is being a transcendent being, like the Most High being, it would seem that we would think more of ourselves, not like think more of ourselves, because in truth we're nothing, like a drop of water in the ocean. But that drop of water in the ocean isn't even a drop of water in the ocean. You wouldn't point it and say the drop of water in the ocean. You would point to it and say it's the ocean. Likewise, we are nothing, but we're in everything, dissolved totally, annihilated in the pure essence of being. And so when we're seeing self as a human being, not as a noun, but a human being as a verb, and what are you being as a human? The word that's descending upon my heart is that you will be someone's ancestor. So act accordingly, knowingly or unknowingly. You will deposit what is in you into everything and everywhere that you've seen and that you've heard, if you've spoken, the heart you've broken and the hearts that you've healed. And if you can't find a place to heal, let this be the place that it was revealed unto you from the Most High throne, that you will be someone's ancestor. Act accordingly. Fear is not fitting for a woman of God. Fear is not fitting for a man of God. It is more fitting for you to rise to the occasion that you've been born in. You are put into game in the fourth quarter with no timeouts. The time's out. This is the day. This is the age. There is no tomorrow. Forget about it. If you remember it, then just remember this. The tomorrow that you are trying to forget about will be filled with the spirit of your ancestry. Your blood in your bones, your breath in your mind, the words in your heart, the strength in your spine. And whatever you search for, you'll find. And that is what has inclined me to remind you here that you will be someone's ancestor. So act accordingly.
Ladies and gentlemen.
I just want to say something real quick. I know I just said a bunch of things, but as I'm like descending back into this place, like, can you imagine? There's gonna be someone that's gonna say, my great-great-grandfather is Dave Chappelle. And what is that gonna make him feel?
Well, let's see what I do.
Speaking too soon. Or someone that would say that Robert Glasper is my ancestor. And what will that mean for him or for her? Or for any of the brothers or any of the sisters in this space? And what they will say about you. And fear inevitably comes into the heart. But when the fear comes, think about, look at yourself from your great-great-grandchild. And they're looking at you in this moment right now. It's 2022. And whatever that means for you. And they're looking at you right now. And you're doing something that will make them strong. More than making them proud. But it will make them strong. It will make them strong. So I encourage you all to this. And I thank all these brothers. Thank you very much for this space.
We love you. Amir Suleiman. Super Bowl. Yo, thank you, brother. Man, listen. Amir can talk about anything, and I'll listen. He'll be talking about paying his bills. I have bills to pay. What else can I say? Art is powerful. It feels good to feel anything nowadays. I'm so glad that my friends are superheroes. All these gentlemen played on the score for my movie. What a gift. So grateful for every hour of practice you had to endure to be who you are and what you are. I'm very grateful for every laugh we shared together. And every time you forgave me for being me. I forgive y'all niggas too. Some in the audience said black love. I agree. Yeah, but love is love. I love everybody in this room in a very profoundly impersonal way. But love is love. And it feels good to love something or someone. It feels good to be a part of something. Right now, this moment, even though some of you film it on your phones, this moment belongs to us. We're the only ones in the world that are here. Knows what it feels like to be in this company all together tonight. Very grateful for this memory. May it feed my progeny, Amir. when they look back on 2022 tonight, they'll say my great-great-grandfather, Dave Chappelle, was killing it. All his friends were superheroes. And his community tried to encourage one another. And in our own way, we've all touched greatness one time or another. Mine was an Applebee's waitress in North Carolina. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm very sorry. I can't not do that. I gotta stop shunning my emotions. I gotta get a hold of myself and feel these feelings because, well, I'll be someone's ancestor one day. And here goes my ancestors, man. You shouldn't have had that last tequila. I'm excited about your future. You, who I just met. Just like when I met Dizzy Gillespie at the end of his life, in this very room. He never knew that I'd be one of the greatest comedians of my time. I was just his bass player's cousin. And now I'm meeting you in this very room. You're only 13 years old and you even understand what's happening on stage.
Yeah.
You know that you're a witness to something that's cool. Black love. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Man, Robert, you the best. First time we met, I was playing Round Midnight on the piano wrong. And he came up behind me and played it so correctly, it was almost mean. But boy, we was friends ever since. And I knew I witnessed someone be great. And I told him that day, I don't know if Mir might have been there, I said, you're gonna be someone's ancestor one day. Let's get it. Can't stop, won't stop. So what about that? Can we play one for the ancestors in the Blue Note? One hard bop song just to go out? This one's for the ancestors. Thank you for the strength that you gave us. Long live jazz music, long live hip hop, long live Robert Glasper. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to ask you a favor and that's to stay in your seats until the artists have left the stage. Please put your hands together for an amazing show that you just saw. Mr. Robert Glasper, ladies and gentlemen. Black Radio 3 out now. Everybody get home safe. Thank you so much for coming out. Keep your hands going, New York City. You just saw something special.